Emory Senior's journey to NFL Big Data Bowl. Sports Analytics Unleashed. When you think of the NFL Scouting Combine, images of elite athletes sprinting down the field and showcasing their skills likely come to mind. But for Eric Steinberg, a senior at Emory College, the journey to this prestigious event was anything but typical. Unlike most of his peers, who have years of football experience and impressive stats to back them up, Eric had never played a single down of organized football. In fact, Emory doesn't even have a football team or field. Yet, against all odds, he and his team emerged as finalists in the NFL Big Data Bowl, a premier competition that celebrates the intersection of sports and data science. I joked with my friends that my project would get me drafted, Eric recalls with a chuckle. I never imagined I'd actually be boarding a flight to Indiana. The Big Data Bowl is like the Super Bowl for sports analytics enthusiasts. Each year, the NFL invites participants to tackle a themed data challenge, welcoming everyone from students to seasoned analysts. This year's challenge revolved around using pre-snap data to make predictions about post-snap plays, a task that requires months of hard work and creativity. Out of more than 7,000 submissions, only 5 teams were selected to present their findings at the NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis. As finalists, they not only received a $12,500 prize but also had the chance to showcase their work to a captivated audience of team analysts, general managers, and league officials. And guess what? Eric's team was one of those 5. Alongside his teammates, Lindsay Fleischman from the University of Georgia, Luca Ferraz from Rice University, and Daniel Barcelona Soriano from the University of California, Davis, Eric focused on analyzing how a tight end's alignment and movement could indicate whether they would block or run a route. Their project, TEndencIQ, utilized NFL tracking data to create a model that provided actionable insights for defensive coaches. We built a gradient-boosted model to predict tight end behavior using only what's visible before the snap, Eric explains. It relied on the same positional and motion cues a defender might use in real time. Clifford Carruber, chair of Emory's Department of Quantitative Theory and Methods, couldn't be prouder of Eric's accomplishments. It's incredibly exciting to see our students compete on a national stage and demonstrate their skills in real-world projects beyond the classroom, he says. Eric shares this pride in his Emory education, emphasizing how it equipped him with the tools necessary to tackle such a challenging competition. The QTM department really gave me the skills to take on something like this. What I learned in class directly helped me succeed in the Big Data Bowl. Interestingly, Eric's journey into the world of football analytics wasn't a straight path. Growing up in San Francisco, he was more of a casual fan than a die-hard player. However, during his college years, he found himself diving deep into the intricacies of the game, fascinated by the strategies behind each play. Honestly, it started with me going down a YouTube rabbit hole of 2000's NFL lore breakdowns, he admits. A year or two later, I'm up at 1 a.m. watching Brett Coleman analyze split zone blocking from a 2 tight end set against cover 3. That level of detail really drew me in. I realized that sports are all about probabilities, outcomes, and measurable patterns. At the end of the day, it's all numbers, and I love numbers. To enhance his experience, Eric applied to the selective mentorship program associated with the Big Data Bowl, which pairs participants with data analysts from NFL teams. This mentorship proved invaluable, allowing him to connect with teammates whose skills complemented his own. Despite the challenges of working across 3 time zones and juggling 2 study abroad programs, the team met regularly, which was crucial for developing a focused and well-executed analysis. They were always asking questions, taking the initiative to set up meetings, and messaging each other, says Ally Blake, a data scientist for the NFL and one of Eric's mentors. They leveraged each of their strengths to bring the best version of the project to the competition. The first time the team met in person was at the Scouting Combine in February, where they not only presented their findings but also mingled with head coaches, Hall of Famers, and potential draft picks. Nate Silverblatt, a visiting instructor in QTM and Eric's sports analytics class teacher, wasn't surprised by Eric's success. He's been an impressive presence in class, always asking thoughtful questions that show a strong grasp of the material and a genuine curiosity about how these concepts apply in professional sports. While a student team from NYU ultimately took home the top prize, Eric is proud of what he and his team accomplished. With graduation on the horizon, he's excited to turn his passion for sports analytics into a fulfilling career. Getting paid to watch and analyze football? He beams. That sounds like a dream job to me.